Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Baltimore Ravens. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's got it in wide open, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Goff on first down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now it's gone. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Gerald Everett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The return man, Chris Moore. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now Flacco and the Raven offense come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide, and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The tackle there by Mark Barron.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Here's Flacco. In trouble here, and down he goes. goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Well, it was second and long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Thought they were going to force a fourth down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Following the penalty, Lynch. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Lynch. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And a short gain down to about the 33. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 20.
Listen.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 8 yards on the run there, and that trims it to a 3rd and 11 coming up.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Goff now to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive with Lynch. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Flacco. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger-happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Passing play, Flacco. His throw caught at about the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Lynch. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
And Flacco keeps it himself. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Joe Flacco, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are in for 6. And he's got it up and through. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Super 66!
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On 2nd down, here's Goff. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, 76! 76! 76! Oblong! Maverick! Go!
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Goff now on second down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes. So they will hold on to the football indeed.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on third down. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. Out of the gun. Goff. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 23 yards on the pickup. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Flacco. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Setting up to throw, Flacco. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Flacco from midfield. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Play action. It's gone. He's got his man on the crossing route. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Such a valuable commodity to have a tight end who can run and get open. How about what he just did there? Worked his way from right to left across the field and found his way free.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one to the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
DC. Go.
A shotgun snap for Goff. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Flacco here on 2nd down. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Flacco. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. To play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. From the gun, here's Goff. Steps away to his left, and he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. The Rams on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16. Here's Goff. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Flacco from the gun. Lets this one rip toward Graham. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he whips that one incomplete there. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on first down? This is caught. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll run with Lynch into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Yellow, yellow!
He'll get it up the middle. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Second down, Flacco now. Brought in left side by Snead. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Now a play fake here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Flacco. And left side here, it's Graham. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Ravens will extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Goff now looking to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Goff now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Now it's gone. And incomplete on the deep ball. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's second down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Super one. DC.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. They got a man. It's Woods. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
Here's a give to Lynch. And he stopped immediately there. On the stop was Aaron Donald. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On 2nd down, Flacco to throw. It's complete to Snead. And they work this out past the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. Flushed out right. Finding room at the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That'll be a gain of 16. And it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock is going off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To pass, Flacco. Looking deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. 3rd down, Flacco from the gun. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. This is taken at the 15. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Out of the gun, Goff. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Goff now to throw. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and just like that, it's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it. They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step. There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Ravens. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive. As they head to the field now, with the game this close,
You've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. There to make the tackle, Samson Abukum.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation. On the give, this is Lynch. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First down, the run with Lynch. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. Montgomery hit, and the ball is loose. And the Rams have got it back.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard this sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And this time, not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. On 1st down, it's gone. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
To throw is gone. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Goff hitting Woods for a Rams first.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
DC.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Critical extra point up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Ravens taking the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
No, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Setting to throw, Flacco. They'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. Flacco. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Pressure mounting. Flacco. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Flacco to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Goff. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try to force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one.
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts. Got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now a desperation throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Flacco, a veteran in these situations, hurrying his guys up. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.